Welcome back to part 2 of my doily cross. We will continue where we left off. Now what you want to do is you want to go through this bead here, which is the end of the row that you are working on. You want to go towards the finished rows, and then you want to go through your connecting beads. And now bring your ends together and you're ready to begin. As you bring your beads down, make sure to keep your strings even, as this is the first one with the new string. Always remember to keep your finished rows to the right and then bring your string straight up, and then you add to your left string, and we have 1, 2 with the same colors. come to the last circle, so this time we only go through one because this row is slightly longer than the previous row. Now, for this one we need to get way down here. So, what we want to do is take the string on the side of our finished rows, and we're going to add all 4 of these beads. And then we're going to go through the last bead we crossed, going towards the finished rows. And now that row is finished. Now, in order to get down here, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to thread back through to get down here. Of course, if you don't mind wasting string, you could tie off and just thread back through, cut your string, and then you could start with a new string down here. But I'm going to show you the threading back through process. So you just start threading back through the way you came. And you want to make sure to cross each cross bead. It might be simpler to just go straight down the side, but then part of your string will show more that way. So I always make sure to cross the cross beads as I go down. Now, to know how many we need to go down, we should count our circles. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the 7th one is the one we're going to do differently. So we want to go down 6 circles. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do 2 more circles. Alright, now let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So we've come back our 6. Yes. And now we want to cross this here with both of our strings. So the string on the outside of your pattern is only going to go through 2 beads. And the one on the inside is going to go through 4. It's going to come around until it's coming out this same bead here. Alright, now you are in place. You want to make sure that this is the short and the long, and the string that is coming out towards the longer side, you want to go through one more bead here. That's your connecting bead. And now you're ready to start your arm. Alright, make sure that your finished part is to the right. Bring your string up. And we're going to add 3 and then cross. And there we have the first circle for our arm. Go through our 2 connecting beads. And now we've already come to our last one. Our next row is longer, so we want to end over here. So we'll go through our 2 connecting beads. And all our beads are the same color, so we will just add 1 to each string. And cross. Now we're ready. Now just paying attention to this row here. We want the string that is coming out the end of it. And we're going to add the first 4 beads, so that's 2 background and 2 design. And then we're going to cross the 5th one. And that starts the second row of our arm. Go through our 2 connecting beads. Now as this row here is shorter than this one, we're only going to go through 1 connecting bead this time. And then we're going to take the string that's coming towards our finished rows. We're going to add the first 3 beads. And we're going to cross this one. Alright, then we go through our one connecting bead, and we're ready to start the next row. You want the one coming out towards the shortest side of your finished row, and you'll add the first 3 beads onto it. And you will cross the fourth one. Now all these are the same color, and we want to cross here, so we will add a bead to each string. And cross. Now take the string that's coming out towards the end of your row, and you will add the first 4, and then you will cross. Now, as the previous row here is shorter, we only go through 1 connecting bead this time. Then we're going to take the string that's coming out towards our finished pieces here, and we're going to add the first 3 beads and cross. And then we go through 1 connecting bead, and then we take the string coming out towards the end of our row, and we will add the first 3 here and cross. Now these three are the same. We want to end here, so we'll add a bead to each string and cross. Now taking the string that is coming towards the end of our pattern, or our row, we're going to add these three and cross here, or four actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we cross a fifth. And we connect. Now we're adding two, all the same color. And as this previous row was shorter, we just go through one. Now we've come to the very last circle of our arm, so as it is a little longer and I like to tie my knot in this one, we will add this bead to the string on the same side as your finished rows, and then we'll add these three to the left string. So bring them up. We will add one to this string, and we'll add 1, 2, 3 to this string. Now we will tie our knot. First is a simple normal knot. Second is one where you go over twice. Now remember, don't pull it tight. Just bring it down so that it's next to the top bead. You go through that bead, push your knot inside of it, and then you pull tight. And now we'll just secure it. Now if you're not able to do the knot inside your bead, then I recommend that you just thread back through. Here I'm only going to go back 2 cross beads, but if you're going to secure it, then I recommend you go through at least 9. And with this you will have to turn. You'll just come here, cross here, and then come back up. You might even want to go to the third row of the arm. But I like to make sure, if I'm just securing it, to go back through 9 cross beads, means 9 full circles. But if I'm able to do a knot, I only go back through 2 cross beads. And there we are. So we clip off the excess string, and we have the first half of our pattern. We'll do the next half, or start the next half, in the next video.